Hi everyone, in this video I am going to discuss about the template pattern that is part of the behavioral design pattern. So what the template pattern is saying, just define the skeleton of the function in an operation, differing some step to its subclasses. So it means we need to define some of the template of the method, okay, in the parent class, and child class use the same template and it can have some override some of the method, okay, add some more functionality, but skeleton should not get changed. So here some more detail. What is the template pattern? The template pattern method define the skeleton of the algorithm in the method define some step in the subclasses. So that means we have the skeleton of the method, okay, and those method when we inheriting those method are interface that are abstract class, we can say that when we are inheriting into our child class, okay, we need to inherit the skeleton, but we can override some of the method, okay, but structure of the template, right, that is there in the parent class, it should not change. The template method pattern lets subclass redefine certain step of an algorithm, but it does not allow the subclass to change the algorithm structure. So whatever the algorithm structure is there in the parent class, subclass should not go and change the structure of the algorithm. Let's take one example. The template method is a behavioral design pattern that defines the skeleton of the algorithm in the superclass. Superclass means parent class, but let the subclass override the specific step of the algorithm without changing its structure. So we have one parent class where just consider this is the parent class, this is skeleton, right? It's a parent class. And the child class, like here, if you see that the button right here, there's 1, 2, 3, the different right. The box is there here the box is different, so in the subclass we can override some of the method, right, structure should not get changed. Let's talk about one more example. So here this is the daily routine worker example. So this is the worker. What are the daily routine for the worker, right? Get up, breakfast, go to work, right, and return to home, relax and sleep. So this is our skeleton class, okay, that will be, we need to create an interface or like abstract class, right, and all the worker have the same daily routine. So this is, we can say that this is the skeleton overall for the worker. Now in our child class, right, the firefighter and lumberjack, postman, manager, right, they inherit all the feature of the worker, okay, but some of the things they can, right, override, like work method will override for this firefighter, right, because this firefighter work is different, okay, but skeleton is same, work method will be there, right. So for this worker interface, the work method is there, okay. The similar way in the lumberjack, right, so in this also the work of the lumberjack is different than the firefighter, right, so here work method they can override in the or child class. Similar way the postman, right, the work of the postman is different, so we need to override in the child class of work method, and we can write the different set up the information for the postman, right. Similar in the manager, so work and relax, the manager has a different working style of work they have, okay, and just consider the relax is the different, right, his the relaxation is the different feature he have, so he can relax, he can add one more feature, relax, with the manager class, okay, apart from the, right, so the skeleton, if you see that there is no change in the skeleton, so all the manager, postman and firefighter have the same skeleton that we have in the worker class, okay, or worker interface, but only thing is some of the features like the work method for these postman, firefighter and lumberjack, the work is different, so they can override the work method, and they can whatever they actually do the work, they can write the thing over there, okay, in this method. But for the manager, he can have the different work, and the relax he can write in the different way of relaxing, right. So this is the daily routine of the worker example. Let's take one more example, real time scenario. A software which includes the game in which the player play against the other, okay, but only one player is at a given time. So in these games, if you see that the chess, ludo, right, and monopoly, only one play at a time. So this is where the skeleton will be there. The logic will be there. Only one player will be access at a time, right? The system, right? So that will be the skeleton, and apart from that is skeleton. We in the child class, right? We can add some of the more info, right, about the different no, game. What is the benefit? So it's a very common technique for the reusing the code because we know that we need to create the skeleton. So that is skeleton we can use in our child class, and right, depending on the child class, we can write the different behavior, different work of the child, right? We can write the code for that. The design pattern is generally utilized in the development of the framework. So if you see that in the framework, we use the framework, right? So we use this the technique, right, to utilize the some of the skeleton from one place to other place. So one skeleton is written, it can be used in multiple places in the framework. The code become much cleaner since it also aim to reduce the duplication of the code also, right? So it helps to reduce the duplication of the code because we are using the skeleton in each and every child class. So when and where to use it, it is used when the common behavior among the subclass should be moved to a single common, right, class by avoiding the duplication. Okay. Let subclass implement varying behavior through the method overriding. So through the method overriding, we can override, like we have seen the example, right, of the worker behavior. So different worker have the different working style, right? They have different job of work. So we can override the work method and in the child class, and right, we can write their work mechanism, right, in that method. Let subclass implement varying behavior. Okay. Control at what the point subclass is allowed, as opposed to the simple polymorphic override where the base method should be entirely rewritten, allowing the change of the workflow. Only the specific detail of the workflow are allowed to change. So entire thing we are not going to change. This only the specific detail of the workflow we will allow to change. So let's take one Delphi right example, and we'll try to understand it how to write the template method. Okay, template pattern we will implement here in the Delphi. Now, so what I'm going to implement here. So I have the order process template. Okay, so something like the order and the right store order. Okay, net order and store order. So I have two method. Okay, and for this I have created the skeleton is the order process template. So what order process template will do, the select the item and do the payment. Fine. In the net order, what I'm going to do, I'm going to inherit this interface I process template, I order process template interface in my class net order. Okay, and I need to define again the both the method that is available in the interface, right? So in the class also I have declared the both the method do select and do payment. Similarly, in the T store class I have created where the right again the interface I have inheriting. So then I need to write these two method again in this class because whatever the available right method is there in the interface, we need to write in the class when we are inheriting the interface in a class, right? And after that there is the template algorithm. So this template algorithm, what it will do, whatever the right the following mechanism will make it here. So template method is there. I'm just passing the I order right the variable of I order process template type. Okay, this is the interface. The one parameter this template method will take, and just on the do select and do payment right of the class method, I have just put the message right to understand it, which method is getting called, right? And the logic in the template method, what I'm doing, whatever the right object will come right here of the I order process template type. Okay, just I will call this do select and do payment method. Okay, right, because do select and do payment method will be is there, right? Do select and do payment method, right? And after that just show the message. So what this template how I will call this method, this is the UI I have on the button click, right? I'm just creating the object of the template algorithm method, algorithm class. So this is the template algorithm class, and I will call this template method, right? So here I have created the object and assigned to the object template, right? A variable that is type of the t template algorithm, and then I'm calling the object template dot template method. I'm just calling the object of passing the object of the tnet order dot create. Okay, and the second here the line the object template dot template method. I'm passing the store order dot create object, right? So what will happen in this case template method will go and execute this, okay, execute this method with this parameter, and in this template method again it will pass the store order object and it will go and execute the store object, okay, methods, right? Because here we are calling the method, right? Do payment and do select method of this particular object. So let's run and see it how it is behaving. Okay, F7. It is going in the template method, and after that it will call the right net order dot do select method. So net order do select method is this net order dot select, this message will return, and then similar way the net order dot do payment. So net order dot do payment, net order dot do payment method, message will return. So overall the message we are concatenating here and showing the message here. So just I'm pressing F8. So we are seeing this, right? Net order select item and net order to payment. Similar way when I will call this, when I pass the object of the T store order class, okay, in this template method. So it will call the T store order, right? Do select and to payment method, right? And after that I'm freeing the object, right? We need to understand this is the skeleton method, okay. Okay, this is the interface I have created, and this is the do select and do payment method. This is the skeleton method. What I'm doing, I'm inheriting this skeleton, right? This interface in my classes, different classes. Okay, and this method I'm just writing the logic. Okay, and after that I'm just calling that method. Okay, even we can write the override also. Okay, and we can write the different logic also. So this is the template pattern